बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम। कैसे हैं आप व्यूअर्स? उम्मीद करती हूँ आप सब खैर खैरियत से होंगे। हमारी आज की वीडियो है जुनैद जमशेद खान के हवाले से। जुनैद जमशेद खान इज़ बोर्न ऑन 3rd September 1964 एंड डेड ऑन 7 December 2016, was a Pakistani Islamic preacher, a singer, songwriter, and television personality. Jamshed first gained nationwide and international recognition as the vocalist of Vital Signs. Their 1987 album Vital Signs 1 included the hit single Dil Dil Pakistan and Tum Mil Gaye. The commercial success of the album helped develop Pakistan's rock music industry. Born 3rd September 1964, Karachi, West Pakistan. Died 7 December 2016, Havelian, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Pakistan. Cause of death, airplane crash. Resting place, Jamia Darul Uloom, Karachi. Occupation, musician, songwriter, 1987 to 2004. Naat Khan, 2002 to 2016. Islamic preacher, brand ambassador. Years active 1987 to 2016. Height 1.86 meter, 6 foot 1 inch. Relatives: Fozia Kasuri aunt, Alia Khan cousin, Sireen Jahangir niece. Award Sitare Imtiaz posthumously 2018 and Tamkha Imtiaz 2007. Musical career: instrument में vocals, guitar. Labels: PTV Studio, EMI, Pakistan Studios, Pepsi Pakistan. In 1994, he released his debut solo album Junaid of Vital Signs, followed by Us Rah Par in 1999 and Dil Ki Baat in 2002. In 2004, Jamshed left both his engineering and music career, influenced by the Tablighi Jamaat of Deobandis, focused on his religious activities for Islam, reciting nasheeds on television and releasing them on CDs. Jamshed also owned a clothing boutique with the name J, which has several outlets throughout Pakistan and some abroad. Junaid Jamshed and his wife died on 7 December 2016 when PIA Flight 661 crashed in Havelian. The flight was en route to Islamabad from Chitral. He was in Chitral for a Tablighi Jamaat mission and was returning to Islamabad. Early life and education. Junaid Jamshed was born in Karachi to a Khatak Pakhtun father, Jamshed Akbar Khan, a group captain in the Pakistan Air Force from Nowshera, and Nafisa Akbar Khan, the granddaughter of the Nawab of Lahore State. His maternal uncle, Sahibzada Jahangir, nicknamed Chico, is a businessman based in London who has been one of the founding members of Imran Khan Pakistan Tehreek Insaf Party, and whose son Shehri Jahangir was an actor before known for his role as M.A. Jinnah in PTV classical drama Jinnah Se Aage, while another son Kafil Jahangir was an England-based domestic cricketer who has played as an all-rounder for Hertfordshire. Other relatives include politician Fozia Kasuri, who was his aunt, and actor Ali Khan, his cousin. After graduating from an international boarding high school in Yanbu al-Bahar in Saudi Arabia, Jamshed wanted to join Pakistan Air Force to become a fighter pilot. However, his weak eyesight prevented this. He then entered the University of Engineering and Technology in Lahore, where he took mathematics and physics before declaring his major in mechanical engineering in 1990. Jamshed gained a Bachelor of Science degree, graduating in mechanical engineering. After graduating with a degree in engineering from the University of Engineering and Technology in Lahore, Jamshed briefly worked as a civilian contractor and engineer for the Pakistan Air Force before focusing on a musical career. Music career: Vital Signs. Although the band Vital Signs began early in 1986 in Rawalpindi by keyboardist Rohail Hayat and bassist Shehzan Hassan, it was not until later that Jamshed, then a young engineering student from UT Lahore, joined them as their lead singer. They began performing in different parts of the country after having secured a place in the underground music industry in Islamabad and Lahore. In a live concert in Islamabad, the band got noticed and approached by the musical officials of the PTV, and a recorded deal was awarded by Rana Kawal, a student of the National Academy of Performing Arts. Kawal was given an assignment in which she wanted to make a music video and she wanted to make one of a music band. The band moved to Islamabad and began working on the first album for Kawal, then known as Chehra. According to Hayat, the song was created for her was Chehra, it was the first song we wrote as an entity, and it was also a part of our first album. During this time, the band caught the attention of record producer and broadcaster Shoaib Mansoor, who also taught at the National Academy of Performing Arts. Mansoor became acquainted with the band and worked on their first album, spearheading the writing of a patriotic song. We looked around and then we thought of Junaid, who was in a mediocre band, and he was the best part about the band. He was a very good singer with his good looks and great vocals, was the bona fide front man. Shehzad Hassan, bassist for Vital Signs, finally their first album Vital Signs 1 was released nationwide and aired on PTV. Since their debut hit singles Dil Dil Pakistan and Tum Mil Gaye, released on 14 August 1987, gave them national fame and prominence. Both songs were being commercially hit and garnered high critical acclaim. The songs in the first album were an instant sleeper hit and quickly gained a huge nationwide success, which completely shocked the band. In an interview given to BTV, Jamshed said that it was not something that would turn him into a professional musician. Jamshed maintained that his plans were to gain a degree in engineering to work for Pakistan Air Force. Initially, he did not want to have anything to do with music other than just treat it as a hobby. In 1990, Jamshed graduated an engineering degree and worked in the Air Force as a civil contractor for a short time before resigning from the Air Force. However, Ruhail and Shehzad soon managed to convince him otherwise. After a string of chart-topping songs and albums, the band split in 1998 and Jamshed began a solo career, achieving increasing commercial success. The first album contained many hit songs, and the band was approached by several international companies to write songs and advertise their products to the Pakistani public. Their success lifted the underground rock music industry to national level, and they are widely credited for boosting the Pakistani music industry. In 1991, the band released their second album, Vital Signs 2, produced by EMI Studios in Pakistan. Although the second album was not as successful as expected, the band made its first international tour in the United States. In 1993, the band got together with Shoaib Mansoor once again and released their third album, Etibar. Around the same time, Jamshed signed his first acting contract for PTV television miniseries Dandal Raste. In early 1995, the band released its fourth and last album, Hum Tum. By early 1996, various issues and difficulties between the members of the band began to surface in the media. After the release of their last single, Mola, Shehzad Hassan departed to the US after taking up a computer engineering job with IBM. Hayat formed a recording company, Coke Studio, which would later emerge as a successful enterprise. Solo career. Jamshed released his first solo album, Junaid of Vital Signs, in 1994. The album name was later changed to Tumhare Aur Mere Naam by the record producers. After departing from the Vital Sign in 1998, Jamshed released the second solo album, the Us Rah Par. In 1999, the second solo album, Us Rah Par, went on to become one of the best-selling albums of 1999. The album included several singles which became popular and were ultimately sleeper hits. All songs were written by Jamshed, and the majority of such songs as Us Rah Par, Na Tu Aayegi, Aankhon Ko Aankhon Ne, O Sanama were ultimate success and commercial hits of all time. In 2000, Jamshed released his third album, The Best of Junaid Jamshed, which contains remixes of some of the hit singles of the Vital Signs era, though it captured the mixed success. His fourth and last solo album, Dil Ki Baat, was released in 2001, which became highly successful in the country and gained a lot of public and media attention. In 2003, BBC World Services conducted a poll to choose the most popular songs. Around 7,000 songs were selected from all over the world. According to the BBC, people from 155 countries, territories voted in the poll. Dil Dil Pakistan was ranked third among the top 10 songs. Drift from music. As early as 1999, the media began speculating about Jamshed's drift from music soon after The Vital Sign faded away. The speculation soon died after Jamshed released his solo album and continued world tour. After 2001, Jamshed disappeared from the public eye and avoided media attention. His last two albums did not do well in the market and failed to get any positive response from the country's music critics. His former bandmates Shehzad Hassan and Ruhail Hayat saw him struggle to negotiate the transition from one world to another. He became distant from Hayat, who continued to work on producing music. He also struggled financially after leaving the Vital Sign band, and it was Shoaib Mansoor who came to help him financially after giving him the role in Gul and Guy's television show. After a 9/11 attack in the United States, Hayat and Jamshed toured in the West, struggled with a lot of questions from Westerners about the country, culture, terrorism, and music. Upon returning, Jamshed filed for bankruptcy in court and made an attempt to resume his career in engineering after applying at various companies. Theories regarding Jamshed began to rise in media therefore, media outlets hired some paparazzi to follow Jamshed. It was frequently reported that Jamshed had distanced himself from music and had been praying 5 times a day regularly at the nearby mosque. Finally, Jamshed, who had been out of practice from his engineering career for 20 years, announced that he would open a fashion designing company with a close friend of his. In 2004, Jamshed officially renounced music after announcing that he had devoted his life to Islam. Jamshed had left engineering, and to supplement his income, he opened the clothing store J, selling khadis. In 2007, and in an interview in Chalk magazine, Mansoor admitted that he was badly affected when Jamshed turned away from music. One morning, I was going through a newspaper when I saw my friend Junaid Jamshed's interview in it. After looking at his new attire in the photograph published with the article, I could not stop myself from reading it. The more I read, the sadder I felt. He announced that he was quitting music after being convinced that it was haram. It really shocked me badly. I have never believed that God could hate the two most beautiful things he has given to mankind, music and painting. I felt that a confused man like Junaid had no right to confuse thousands of his youthful followers. I had given him 16 years of my life as a true friend, and I had played my role in his professional life to the best of my abilities. How could he throw away our 16 years just like that without even consulting me? I feel that it was my duty to rectify the damage he has done to the already suffering society under the influence of fundamentals. Mansoor directed and also wrote the script of the successful film Khuda Ke Liye, released in 2007. Mansoor said that the film was inspired by Jamshed's life and offered him a lead role in place of Shan Shahid. When offered the role, Jamshed maintained that he will shave his bread for the film, and the role of Jamshed was written by Mansoor. Jamshed later refused to be a part of the film, and Mansoor maintained that responses like this one convinced people that Jamshed was not certain about his future and that the Islamist experience was just a phase. Nonetheless, Jamshed did sing in some circles privately that his guitarist Bilal Masood of Strings held an annual open mic jam session at his home at Masood's party. One attendee remembered that but once he started singing, he just could not stop. He was having so much fun singing, he was on a roll. Masood maintained that later in the night he dropped his wife Aisha home and then came back to sing some more. Jamshed was one of the last people to leave that evening. In November 2014, Jamshed was accused of blasphemy, and in December 2014, in a video message, he apologized for offending people and making mistakes. Influence. In 1986, Jamshed earned a lot of publicity with the Vital Sign hit rock song Do Pal Ka. The Vital Sign band became popular with the Pakistan media after the success of project Dil Dil Pakistan. He has been listed by the Music 500 as one of the world's most influential Muslims for his involvement in charity work, especially with the NGO Muslim Charity from 2003 until his death in 2016. It stated that the Muslim Charity has achieved a great deal under his leadership and expanded its operation to 16 countries. Death. Jamshed was in Chitral along with his second wife Neha Junaid for a Tablighi Jamaat mission. On 7 December 2016, the two were returning to Islamabad aboard PIA Flight 661, which crashed near Havelian, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, killing all on board. Jamshed was en route to deliver the Friday sermon at the Parliament Mosque. He is survived by his first wife Aisha, three sons and a daughter. On 15 December 2016, his funeral prayer offered in Muin Khan Academy, Karachi, where Tariq Jamil lead and Junaid fans attend the prayer. In 2018, Jamshed was posthumously nominated for the nation's third highest civilian honor, the Sitara-e-Imtiaz. मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ कि आपको आज की हमारी ये वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। मज़ीद वीडियो देखने के लिए हमारा चैनल लाइक, सब्सक्राइब और शेयर करना मत भूलें। दुआओं में हमें याद रखें। आप सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।